Hi, I'm Michael Beardsley, and welcome to another episode of An Actor Reacts. This is the show where I watch an episode of a TV program and I react to the scenes that involve acting, filmmaking, or whatever other crap I want to talk about. Today we will be watching the pilot episode of Barry. I have never seen any episodes of this show before. Until recently I didn't even know what it was about, but a friend recommended it to me, so I'm going to check it out. Warning, spoilers ahead. So let's get started. Just to give you a brief setup, Barry is a hitman, and he is sent to Los Angeles at the beginning of the episode to do a job.
What do you say to a little trip out to sunny Los Angeles?
His handler is Fuchs, played by Stephen Root. I actually was on set with Stephen Root for the movie Dodgeball. We weren't in the same scene, but we were shooting on the same day. This is the scene that they were shooting with him.
I mean, what are the chances? Same day, right across the street?
Guys, not to be a naysayer or anything, but the only customer we've had is that weird guy who keeps paying Justin to wash his truck.
I was supposed to be one of the first shots of the movie. The voiceover said, "Are you out of luck with the ladies?" And it was me trying to pick up a woman in the bar and knocking my glass over while I did so. Unfortunately, they didn't use it.
Tired of the same old you? Tired of being out of shape and out of luck with the opposite sex?
I can't argue. I'd rather look at women's butts too. I will always see Stephen Root as Bill Dodry from King of the Hill.
My new name is Energy Turtle.
Hey man, you must be Betty. I'm NoHo Hank. Thrust of Life was good, no?
NoHo Hank is the guy that hires Barry to do the hit. NoHo stands for North Hollywood. I actually live in North Hollywood.
Strong stuff you got here, boy. Whoa. What you got wrong with you? You need all this stuff.
You mother.
What?
You f***hole. Who the f*** are you? Who the f*** do you think you are?
Please, lady, why don't you just try to calm down?
The scene she's performing here is actually from the 1999 movie Magnolia. I've actually done a few scenes from Magnolia in acting class, though not this one.
False, Sally.
I know. I got thrown off right before I was about to go on. I was outside going...
Excuse me. Even your excuses are false. You're up there, you're stinking up my stage, babe. What do you want?
To be an actress?
Again, I don't believe you. This chick shouldn't even be in this class. I cannot believe...
That is not fair, Gene!
Don't think. Just finish the scene.
What Gene is doing here is he's trying to get her to be emotional and then go straight into the script before that dissipates. Now that does work, but you don't have to be nearly as personal and mean about it as he's being here. Honestly, she is just as likely to completely shut down if he says those things to her.
Don't you call me lady. I come in here, I give these things to you, you check. I am sick.
Don't you call me lady! I come in here, I give these things to you, you check, you make your phone calls, look suspicious, ask questions. I'm sick!
She is skipping a lot of lines.
I have sickness all around me and you f***ing ask me my life? Have you seen death in your bed, in your house?
I have sickness all around me and you f***ing ask me my life? What's wrong? Have you seen death in your bed, in your house?
Unseen.
Okay, you know that I had to do that, right?
Just a personal thing here. I hate it when actors say scene at the end of a scene. A lot of people do it though. I personally will just drop character, give it a beat, and they can tell. They can tell it's over. Also, most acting classes you don't clap in. I've seen it happen, but most teachers I've had say, we're here to work. This is not a performance. This is not something you need to clap for.
We're not here studying some f***ing TV commercial acting. That's not why you came to L.A., is it? You didn't move all the way across the country for that. This is the theater.
Okay, L.A. is not a theater town. Nobody goes across the country to study theater in Los Angeles. Sorry, it doesn't happen. Classes like this are being taught in a theater, but they're about the principles of acting, which are the same in theater and film. There are some differences, don't get me wrong, but the basics that they're learning here apply to both. These people, yeah, they're not in town to do commercials. Now that is a valid point. But they're not here to do stage.
Let's give her another round. She deserves the praise.
More clapping. Stop encouraging it. I haven't seen enough of the show to know if this is supposed to be a big name teacher or just a hack teacher. But even hack teachers, they have a following, sometimes almost a cult-like following, that people just hang on every word they say.
I haven't seen you before. I'm Ryan Madison, and listen, I was supposed to put up a scene with Matt Kennedy, but he got a catering gig. So could you help me out?
Catering, yeah, I know a few people who do work as caterers while they're trying to break into the business. The scene they're about to do now is from the 1993 movie True Romance.
Grab a seat there, boy. Grab us an egg roll. We got everything here from Diddle-eyed Joe to damned if I know.
Grab a seat, boy. Grab your soap or egg roll. We got everything here from a Diddle-eyed Joe to damned if I know.
See, you ain't even sat down yet. On that TV over there, since you've been in the room, is a woman with her titties hanging out. Now, I know I'm pretty, but I ain't as pretty as a couple of titties.
You ain't even sat down yet. And that TV over there, since you've been in the room, is a woman with her breasts is hanging out. You ain't even bothered to look. You just been clocking me. I know I'm pretty, but I ain't as pretty as a couple of titties.
He's jumping over a ton of lines. They skip over this whole section.
Dinner, and you grab the egg roll and start to try down, I said to myself, this motherfucker, he's carrying on like he ain't got a care in the world, and who knows? Maybe he don't.
See.
To comment on the acting in this scene, I would like to welcome a special guest reactor, Sandy Kaminsky. Gary Oldman
did that in the movie, right? And if memory serves me, that was pretty much the way he did it.
I agree 100% with Sandy. He was just imitating Gary Oldman there. Acting is not imitating. Once again, I have to say that I have actually done a scene from True Romance in an acting class.
He shows up with a girl. He said he just got married. He says he needs some money for his honeymoon. He asked me for $500.
He shows up yesterday with a young girl, saying that he got married. He asked for some quick cash to go on a honeymoon. He asked me if he could borrow $500.
I feel like helping him. I give it to him. We go to breakfast. That's the last I see him. They didn't think to tell me where they're going. I didn't think to ask.
I felt like helping him, so I wrote him out a check. We went to breakfast in the morning, and that's the last I saw of him. So help me God. They never thought to tell me where they were going. And I never thought to ask.
As you can see in that scene, we're not imitating Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken. We're doing our own thing. I don't know why I'm doing that thing with my hand, but this was a long time ago.
Who are you?
Barry?
Barry what?
Berkman? Well, Barry Bergman, you just used up your one free audit class. You want to be here on Thursday, you better prepare a monologue.
An audit is when you sit in and watch a class to see maybe if you want to pay money and take the class. Usually they don't let you participate in the actual performance aspect, although I have seen working audits. Having a student do a monologue as a test to see if they're ready for the class is quite common, especially on classes that have different levels. I'm not sure if he does, or he's just considered like a master class in which you have to have some level of skill to get in. Judging by the students I've seen, I don't think you have to have any skill to get in.
What are you going to do for your monologue? I did the scene from The Blind Side, you know, the one where Sandy Bullock interrupts football practice. This team is your family. You protect his blind side. Do you remember that? It won her an Oscar.
This team is your family, Michael. You have to protect them from those guys.
Oh my God, she even got that line wrong.
A bunch of us are going to Residuals.
What's Residuals?
Residuals is an actual place in Studio City. It's also a term in the acting industry. Residuals are the payments an actor gets after the initial airing of a TV show or a movie. It gets to be less and less the more it airs, and eventually one could literally get a check for just a few cents. And that was the gimmick of Residuals. If you brought in one of these checks for just a few cents, you could give it to them and they would give you a free drink. However, this wall with the pictures and the checks on it, that was added for the show.
Antonio here, he's from,
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, he just booked CSI.
It's true. I'm playing a dead body on that show. Next time, I'm gonna play somebody who's alive.
Yes. Yeah, you are.
People are paid to play dead bodies in TV shows. I actually talked about this in my last Reacts video, which was to American Horror Stories. It's an extra job. It's a glorified extra work. I think you get a little more money for it.
It's about talent, for sure. But mostly, it's about passion. I mean, do you think Meryl Streep and Kaylee Cuoco became stars just because they're the best? No. It's because they wanted it the most.
Total BS. Yes, you do have to have drive, because otherwise you're going to give up and go home, because for most people it takes years of working at it to even get the chance. But the most important thing is, I'm sorry to say, luck. Right place, right time. But when you get that opportunity, you better have the talent to back it up.
Barry Bergman.
You gotta change that name. I changed my name. My real name's Richard Krempf. Ryan Madison. Sounds way cooler.
Some actors do create stage names for themselves rather than use their real names. Few examples of this include John Wayne, Natalie Portman, Whoopi Goldberg, Jamie Foxx, and Julianne Moore, who we just saw a while ago in that Magnolia clip. Barry Bergman is a great stage name. It's very easy to say, it's memorable, it's catchy.
You gotta take this class, bro.
I don't think I can.
It's not that hard. Here. Look, it's all in the book. This is your new Bible.
Sometimes teachers do write books. I studied with a teacher for a while named Amy Linden. She wrote a book, and she actually forced us all to buy it if we wanted to continue taking classes with her. I had studied with her already. I didn't need a book to tell me what I learned in the class, so it was kind of a cash grab. To hit your mark just means that you're in the proper place when you say a line or at a certain moment in a scene. For film and TV, that's because the camera needs to be properly focused on you.
I followed Ryan yesterday, and he went to this theater to take an acting class, and I ended up doing a scene with him from True Romance.
True Romance is a movie.
Yeah, it's LA theaters, so I guess all the scenes they do are from movies.
Again with the theater class. This is not a class about stage. It's the basics of acting. That applies to TV and movies also.
Well, you know, they told me a very small percentage of actors actually make a living acting, you know, so most of them have day jobs. So I just figured, you know, I do night hits or something, just...
Now that is a valid point. Only about 2% of actors make a living wage.
Do you think I was good enough to be in your class?
No, Barry, I don't. What you did was dog shit. Acting is truth, and I saw no truth. You go back to whatever nook of the world you call home, and you do whatever it is you're good at, because this is not it.
I have to respect him as a teacher a little bit here now. A lot of teachers will keep telling students that they're brilliant, they're good, they're great, just to keep them coming to class and to keep taking their money.
You want to know what I'm good at? I'm good at killing people. Yeah, when I got back from Afghanistan, I was really depressed.
His story goes on for quite a while. I'm not going to put it all in this video.
My dad's.
Where's that from?
What?
Are you telling me that was an improvisation? Next class tomorrow, 2 p.m.
Wait, tomorrow? I'm very confused of how often this class is. Most classes are once a week, maybe twice a week at most.
You want to be here on Thursday, you better prepare a monologue.
You choose one, and I'll help you prepare before tomorrow.
You weren't in class today.
Yeah, no, I know.
Brian was very upset. Next class tomorrow, 2 p.m.
There are no performance classes that are 5 days a week. I had an acting class that was 5 days a week, but it was only 2 scene work days, plus 2 technique days and 1 improv day. You can't do scene work every day. You gotta have time to work on a scene outside of class. One final comment I'll say, I really like how all the geography is very accurate. It starts at LAX, then it goes up the freeway, And then in the valley, the streets he travels on actually make sense to where he goes. G-Train Fitness is a real place. It used to be on the street where I live. The shipping place he picks his gun up from is actually in the same strip mall as Residuals. Now it's time for the recap. On the good side, some acting teachers do write books. Residuals is a real place in Studio City. Scenes from well-known movies are often used in acting classes. The geography is correct. On the bad side, they are skipping a lot of lines in the scenes they are performing. Classes like this are not just for stage acting. The key to success is not wanting it more. Performance-based acting classes are not 5 days a week. And for the ugly.
You must have thought it was White Boy Day. Huh? It ain't White Boy Day, is it? Oh, man, it ain't White Boy Day.
And that does it for this week. As always, you know what's coming. It's always the same. Subscribe to my channel. Watch my other videos. Give me some thumbs up. And leave a comment. Let me know if there's a show you want to see me watch. Oh, and by the way, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm going to keep watching this show. This is the first time I've watched a new show for this program and liked it so much that I'm going to go binge the rest of the show right now. Anyway, till next time.